Okay, who's ready to get their mind blown? I need like something to sit on. Okay, who's ready to get their mind blown? TikTokers, I'm coming for you. Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the baby elephant community. On this channel, we talk about the law of attraction, spirituality, self-development, and so much more. And today, we're going to be talking about the highly contested and trending topic that is reality shifting. Now, I'm totally kidding. I'm not coming for any TikTokers. There's actually really cool information out there. I spent hours watching the reality shifting content. I do have things that I'd like to just tweak a little bit in certain techniques and to change the terminology a little bit. From somebody who studied this for many, many years. I think that it's fascinating that it's gone so viral on TikTok and that so many people are exploring their consciousness to see that there really is a reality outside of this physical matter reality. Now, I have so many pages of notes that I want to get through. So what I'm going to do is, if you guys are into this topic, please give it a thumbs up and I will continue to make these videos. So I kind of do an introductory video with some topics and then I see what the reaction is like and if people want to hear more about it. And that's when I continue to do more detailed videos about things. So what we're going to do today is, a lot of people recommended to me the website Amino, which kind of discusses, there's a few blog posts that discuss how to do reality shifting. We're going to go through all the points there and I'm going to just comment on that basically. And then on another video, we can go into depth of reality shifting, or what I truly believe this is to be, which is actually astral projection, lucid dreaming, two different things, but some of these people are lucid dreaming, not astral projecting. There's a lot of visualization happening here, shadow work, and shamanic journeying too. So a lot of people have been asking me about this topic, and yes, reality shifting is real. However, my definition of what reality shifting is quite different from what TikTok has made it to be. What these TikTokers are talking about is more that list that I was saying, like astral projection, lucid dreaming. That's what I'm really trying to convey in this video. I want you guys to understand that just because something happens in your mind doesn't mean it's not real. We know that Harry Potter quote where Harry asks Dumbledore, he goes, is this real or is this all happening in my head? And Dumbledore answers, of course it's happening in your head, Harry, but why on earth should that mean that it's not real? And that is a distinction that's really important to understand when talking about esoteric topics. And when getting into spirituality, you have to understand that even though something appears to be just in your head, it doesn't mean it's not real. And there is a very significant and real reason why we've been taught that imagination, our imagination games, why we equate imagination to falsity, to delusion, to delirium, right? It's the same reason why when people have hallucinations, we think that they might be crazy, when in reality, hundreds of years ago, a hallucination would mean that this person has a special gift to see something that we can't see with our regular senses. So I went a little bit on a tangent, but I do want to make sure that we understand that this video is all about understanding that there is more to reality than physical matter. So just really quick to discuss the terminology. So reality shifting, what reality shifting actually is subtly or not subtly, drastically changing your current reality where you have your 5 physical senses. Of course, we're also multidimensional beings with multisensory abilities, but reality shifting is basically changing our current physical reality. So when you are manifesting, when you are using the law of attraction, you are reality shifting. Whenever you make any choice in your day, let's say you choose to order the sandwich over the salad, you have just shifted to a new reality. We are constantly shifting to new realities through our energy, our frequency, and our choices, our decisions. When we make a left and when we make a right, we are changing our reality. This is reality shifting. Now, you are constantly reality shifting, okay? To consciously reality shift is to manifest. This is when we begin to draw to us, to attract to us that reality that we wish to have, okay? Now, what I'm seeing on TikTok is not reality shifting. It's very real what they're doing. It's legit. It's just that the name is not correct. What they are doing is they are visiting a non-local place, dimension, reality, okay? It is not where their physical body is. They are visiting there with their spirit, with their mind, with the soul. The reason why this is not reality shifting is because you come back to your real reality. Now, the places that these people go, believe it or not, I'm going to blow some minds over here because I know that there are a lot of people who are like, no way that this is real. A lot of these places are real, okay? This is a real thing. And the reason why I say this is because we have to understand the imagination a little bit. Everything that we can imagine is actually real. Terence McKenna has said that the imagination is simply non-localized information that we can access. So the imagination is a portal. Now, the word imagination, automatically we think that means not real. Again, that's something that I want you to completely discard from this video. Just because something is happening in your mind doesn't mean it's not real. I do believe, a lot of these TikTokers say that they get off the train and they're at Hogwarts and things like that. I have always said that J.K. Rowling channeled the entire world of Harry Potter. I am of the belief that everything that has been brought into humanity is not made up out of nowhere. It is made up of another reality that is channeled into here. Somehow the artist, the author, the director, the producer, whatever it is, they access another reality, right? A muse comes to them, a spirit comes to them and connects them with this other reality, and they download all this information. So technically, yes, you could astral project, right? It's astral project or lucid dream, two different things, to this world where Harry Potter, Hogwarts is a real thing. I know how insane this sounds, but if we take quantum theory, quantum mechanics, and if we decide that just like gravity is a theory, right, the theory of gravity, that the theory of the multiverse, many worlds theories, if we say, okay, this sounds right, that this sounds legitimate, there have been experiments that show that this could be the case, then this would make sense, right? Because every possibility that can happen does happen somewhere. But our consciousness is localized here in this physical body. All right, so that was kind of a little bit of a tangent. I have a lot more to say about that. Remind me to tell you guys about Robert Monroe's experiences, the book The Spirit Walker, Edgar Cayce. There is so much evidence that this is actually a real thing, that we can leave our local body, our physical matter body, and travel to these other worlds. But you always come back here because there are some rules that you agree to when you took on a human body. And one of those rules is that you're going to live this human life here in this body. Now that we've gone through my little spiel, I'm going to go onto this Amino website like I was recommended to by many people. And I'm just going to go through some of the things, whether I agree with them or not. I do also want to give you guys techniques to do this shifting, which is actually astral projection, visiting different places, journeying, shamanic journeying, but that will be for another video. So remind me in the comments, please. All right, so let's begin with what is shifting. So everything I'm reading right now is from this website. I'm not really sure who the author is, but this was recommended to me a lot. Shifting is the act of shifting your consciousness to a specific reality, whether intentionally or unintentionally. We constantly shift to new realities every second of every day. Every decision we make shifts us to a new reality. For example, let's say you are listening to a small nose subliminal. Over time, you will achieve your desired nose. How does this happen? Every time you listen to the subliminal, you are shifting to a reality where your nose gets smaller and smaller until eventually you are in a reality with the exact nose size you want. So this is actually very legitimate. Subliminals do technically work like that. Again, I think that the word shifting, it's like a new way to explain astral projection. So what I'm seeing here are two different concepts, which is shifting, which is manifesting, right? Shifting in this context is manifesting. It is pulling to you the reality that you desire. So it is living as if you have that desire. Living as if you have this small nose, whatever, to take the example from this. when the TikTokers are shifting and they're saying they went to their favorite show, or they visited this other place, or they lived a whole life as another person, that is not shifting. That is astral projection. So these are very distinct concepts, and I do think that this reality shifting thing has kind of blended them together, which is cool because it's still introducing these really esoteric concepts to the younger generation, which I think is incredible. We just need a little bit more context, okay? So the next part says how to shift. Shifting is very simple. People tend to overcomplicate shifting or see it as intimidating because of how we were raised. True, we were not taught how to use our consciousness in ways other than to survive in this physical matter reality. Shifting is such an outlandish concept to most people, so naturally for people who are discovering shifting in their teen and adult years, it'll be hard to believe. Shifting is based off of belief and intent. In order to successfully shift, you need to believe in shifting and intend on shifting to a new reality. So I actually don't agree with this when we go to sleep every night, which is often the technique that is used for shifting, is a relaxation technique. It's very Robert Monroe-esque. We are constantly shifting. When we lay down to sleep at night, we are astral projecting, we are lucid dreaming, we are visiting all these other kinds of dimensions. To continue reading, as I said, we are constantly shifting, and yet none of us even bat an eye. However, we imagine shifting to our desired reality. We get intimidated and start to doubt the experience of shifting. So this is true. This astral projection, visiting other non-local places, and manifesting, all of these concepts are natural to you. Once we begin to do them consciously, then we're like, oh, am I doing this right? Is this correct? But really, it's innate, it's within you. It's something that you've always known to do. You were created as the perfect creator, and this is second nature to you. So then they go on to list different methods of shifting, such as affirmations. You know, affirmations are a great way to shift. They are easy to do and are a substitute for visualization for people with aphantasia. Sorry, I don't know how to say that. When we repeat affirmations, we're teaching our subconscious to believe that what we are saying is true to our reality. So it does seem like this is, you know, kind of just a different pathway to the law of attraction, which is really cool. And it made it really popular, and a lot more people are knowing it. And I do believe that the more people that know how to cultivate their subconscious mind and to create their desired reality, the better. So this is all legitimate stuff. I just don't agree with the label of it, because reality shifting and astral projection, two different things, and you can explore those two different things, right? I do think that this becomes a little bit convoluted when you mix them all together. So visualization, another manifestation technique. Feeling your desired reality, another manifestation technique. Scripting, another manifestation technique. These are all different manifestation techniques. Now, there's one thing that did jump out at me that I do have to strongly stand against. Now, this section is called altered self. And it says, an altered self, aka clone, is your body that remains in your current reality once you have shifted to your desired reality. Your altered self will basically take your place while you're gone. They will act exactly like you and live your life until you get back. For more information. Yeah, so this is a little bit off. So let me explain why. Let's talk about the manifesting method first before we talk about the astral projection. So when you are reality shifting, as in manifesting, as in drawing to you your desired reality, infinite versions of you exist. It's not a clone. It's not an altered version. It is literally you living in an entirely different experience, but your consciousness is localized in the current reality. So what you're doing is not that you have all these clones, it's that you are moving your consciousness from one localized reality to another, okay? And again, there's this thing here that says that they live your life until you get back. You don't necessarily ever have to get back to a different reality when you are reality shifting, as in manifesting. Now, that's one aspect of it. If we're talking about astral projection, which means you leave your body through the hypnagogic state, through the theta brainwave state, and you go visit somewhere else. Now, what they're saying is that your current self, this physical body, goes and lives your life without you. This is not true. This is absolutely not true. What actually happens is, because time is not linear, that time spent in this other reality passes in the blink of an eye or a couple of hours while you are asleep in your body, in your physical body. Now, this is where it gets super esoteric, and this is when I have to say, I do not fully believe that many people have been able to go live an entirely different reality while asleep for a few hours in their body. It does happen. It's a real thing. Robert Monroe chronicles this thoroughly in his book, Journeys Out of the Body. This is real. I've also read other people with scientific and doctoral backgrounds who have done this. Yes, they have entered the body of somebody else in a completely different dimension, in a world very similar to the one that we live here, but not quite. But these people spent their lives researching this. So I do believe that some people who are practicing this TikTok trend, this reality shifting trend, might end up in these different locales where they are cohabitating a body with somebody else and experiencing their physical reality. I do believe that's possible. I think that most people do this by accident. And in order to intentionally do this, you have to become very adept at it. You have to become this is something that you have to practice. And it could go wrong. Understand that there are scary places in the astral realm. While you can go and experience life in another body, your body over here is just sleeping. Time doesn't work that way. You don't live 4 years in this other reality and have a clone living 4 years in this reality. I know how crazy all of this sounds, but it's just interesting to me that these TikTok trends do have an inkling of truth in them. So I just want to clear that up. You are still going to be you. You come back to your body after living 4 years in this other, it's going to feel like that. But once you come back to your body here, it's no longer going to feel like 4 years. Also, this is not something that I've ever been able to do myself. It's just something that I've thoroughly researched and know that is a possibility. So do understand that it's not necessarily the easiest thing to do, and a lot of people do it by accident. Now, again, coming back to this Amino thread, which I'm seeing is called the desired reality, I do believe that these people are trying to manifest through this desired reality method, which is just manifesting. Truly, it's just choosing, scripting out the desired reality that you want, and then subtly shifting into it by deciding, oh, I'm waking up into this reality. But then you never have to go back to your old reality. And it's very subtle, you guys. It's not so drastic that you wake up and you have a different partner next to you. Though I am of the belief that that is a possibility if you try hard enough. So here there's a question and it says, can I stay in my desired reality forever? And the answer goes, yes, once you shift to your desired reality, you can stay there as long as you like. There seems to be some misinformation about only being able to be there for a few months at most. That is completely false. Many people have been in their desired realities for years and have lived complete lives in other realities. So yes, you can stay in your desired reality as long as you want. So again, there's this mishmash of information. So yes, if you are subtly shifting to a better version of you, an enhanced version of you, yes, you're there forever. Totally. It's a frequency thing. You wake up in a different frequency every day. You're in a different reality every day. However, if you are astral projecting and you are literally cohabitating the body of somebody else or experiencing reality somewhere else with different senses. This is the thing. There are other physical matter realities that you can access where you are not yourself. You are somebody else. These are parallel incarnations. They exist at the same time. There are also realities that are physical matter. You experience them with all the 5 senses that we have here, but you are not yourself. You are things are vastly different outside, right? Like cars are a little bit different. Again, you can read about this in Robert Monroe's work. The Monroe Institute has vast research about this. There are different realities. However, there are certain rules. You came to this world tethered to this body. You chose this body. So when you are astral projecting in your sleep to this other reality, you will always return to you. That is the law. That is the rule. Okay? All right, I could talk about this forever because I love this weird esoteric stuff that sounds so insane that I literally know that I'm talking to people who are going to be like, this woman is crazy. But truly understand that I have researched this for years. I've experienced altered realities myself. I've experienced, there's the Mandela effects. There's all this really cool stuff that shows you that life is more than what we think it is. If you want more content like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share it. Please leave your comments below, your questions. Thank you so much for spending some time with me here today. And until next time, as always, keep your vibrations way, way, way up.